Look at the line for this gas station. Cars are backed up out of the parking lot and into the road. I am now sitting in my car in a line of cars waiting to get into the Shell gas station. It is 10:03 p.m., about 2 hours before the power is going to get shut off to the entirety of Humboldt County. Let's see what shopping at Safeway is like right now. Look, the shelves have been emptied in the areas where instant soups are sold. People are apparently stocking up on food that they do not have to cook and can just add hot water to. As you can see, the lines are very long. All of the registers are open and everyone is stocking up on important stuff. As you can see, a lot of batteries are also sold out. Luckily, I just recently bought batteries at a much cheaper store than Safeway. $14.99 for how many batteries? 8 batteries? I found out from another customer that I got some of the last of the gas in McKinleyville and that the gas station ran out of gas shortly after I left. And so have the other gas stations, apparently. Marley just shot out the back door and tried to attack Tippy. I had to pull him out from underneath my house. He was viciously growling at Tippy, and when I reached for him, he attacked my hand. He looks very, very, very upset right now. Hopefully he doesn't spray or something. It looks like he wants to go outside again and attack Tippy again. Now he's apparently going to use the litter box. And there's Tippy. And there's Marley on high alert because he sees Tippy. I am now in my car outside of Ace Hardware, and while I was driving here, the turn signals did work on the car. I just realized that my jacket, which is actually my boyfriend's jacket that I'm borrowing, is covered with cat hair and like cobwebs from when I had to extract Marley from underneath my house. Anyway, after I buy the 1 or 2 items that I need here, I would like to show you what is next to Ace Hardware because it's hilarious. There is Ace Hardware, and right next door to Ace Hardware is this. Ace did this and won't clean it up. Apparently Ace did this to the barrier between their property and this house. There's another message on the front of the trailer. It says, "Boycott Ace Hardware, destroying neighbors' properties." Apparently those people are really angry at Ace Hardware and they want everybody to know about it. Although I think it's mainly an attempt to get Ace to actually clean it up. I am back at my house with groceries from Grocery Outlet, CVS, Safeway, and some things from Ace Hardware that are technically not groceries. I got these nitrile gloves from CVS and a pair of socks because I realized I can no longer find a single pair of matching socks. And I also got some cat food for my cats at Grocery Outlet. This bag of cat food was $16. And today I am planning to do a project to help myself and my cats. I am going to put a window right here. There is the window that I might use for this optimistic project. My boyfriend is working at a temporary job right now, and He's probably only going to be working until this afternoon or this evening, but he might be working tomorrow as well. And while Eugene is playing video games and distracted and Evelyn is taking a nap, I am not only going to try to cook some food, but I'm also going to try to repair my temporary sink with this caulking that I got at Ace Hardware, because my boyfriend has been saying he's going to repair it for the last few days, and it's been starting to leak worse and worse. And every time I've asked him to repair it, he has said that he cannot find his caulking gun, but he's going to find it soon. So I got this caulking that you can use without a caulking gun, and while he's at work, I'm going to perform some repairs and do some remodeling to my house myself. Anyway, this is the mess that was here when I got home from grocery shopping this morning. So before I can repair that sink, I do have to wash these dishes and clean up this mess.
Put on my shoes. I did.
Eugene, try to put your shoes on.
No. See, I can't.
Oh, you can't, huh? And Daddy normally does it for you.
But will you?
Because today, since Daddy's not here, what am I supposed to do?
Everything that I does. Will you do that way?
See, you can put your own shoes on. But yes, I am supposed to do everything that Daddy does today while Daddy is actually at work. Eugene is wearing an old pair of my socks, and I am wearing mismatched socks. I do have the pair to this one, but it has holes in it, and I have the sock that's the opposite of this one that is red with a gray heel, but not the other one that is gray with a red heel. So I will be putting on my brand new socks before I go outside with Eugene.
You're brand new, aren't you?
Yes, and they were $3.99 at CVS.
You're CVS.
Look, Marley wants to check out my new kitty cat socks.
Marley? You're not.
Hey, Marley doesn't want to get off my lap.
Good cat. Good cat. Good cat. Good cat. Good cat. Good cat.
I don't even understand what the point is of these kitty cat socks, because since they're only ankle socks, most of the kitty cats are covered by my shoe. Maybe if I had sandals like Eugene, people would be able to see the kitty cats, but you really can't see the kitty cats while I'm wearing these socks. I was wondering why that one felt too tight. Anyway, I'm giving CVS's kitty cat socks a mediocre review. And I would like to give their Band-Aids a bad review. These are not the CVS Band-Aids. I had to get another brand of Band-Aids because even though these claim to be latex-free on the package, I did have an allergic reaction, and I had to get 2 latex-free Band-Aids made by another company from my neighbor.
Got you.
Because I had to stop wearing these because they were basically making me have a skin reaction. You can see it right there. That was bothering me as badly as the burn I was putting the Band-Aids over. Which is now healing, but still looks very bad. My boyfriend just came back and he told me not to try to repair the sink myself or to wash dishes in it. I asked how I was supposed to make food, so he made me a gluten-free burrito. That's weird. Anyway, he has now gone back to work. I have washed dishes and I am cooking some rice. I thought we had more rice, but I guess that this is the last of our rice. My boyfriend made some split pea soup and I was going to cook the rice to go with it. I guess we're gonna have a little bit of rice in our soup rather than soup over bowls of rice. And I have cleaned the sink as much as possible. The sink is very stained and was when we got it. I have not removed the old caulk because this new caulk says that it needs to dry for 24 hours before it gets wet. See that? Wait, 24 hours before exposing to water and moisture. And because we cannot wash dishes in our bathroom sink, I decided to not caulk the sink yet. Not because my boyfriend told me not to do it without him, but because I want to have more dishes washed before being without a kitchen sink for 24 hours. While this food is cooking and Eugene is still playing Nintendo and Evelyn is taking a nap, I am going to really quickly smoke a joint. Look at this very purple piece of marijuana. No, that is not an orange hair. That is actually a piece of tobacco stuck to it. My friend had this piece of marijuana in his tobacco pouch. But look at how purple it is. Isn't that the purplest marijuana you've ever seen? That is somebody's homegrown marijuana grown in Humboldt County, California. Apparently in a place where it got very, very cold. The only lighter that I could find just stopped working as I was lighting this. I thought Tippy was on the roof, but she's right there. Hi, Tippy. That cat should be in, like, the Meow Mix TV commercial. Meow, Tippy. Oh no. Tippy has attracted the attention of the neighbor's dog. Are you meowing at that dog? I just fed my cats some canned Friskies cat food. And after I fed them, I saw Tippy looking at the empty cans. She is now licking her chops after apparently cleaning my recycling for me. Or cleaning the cat's recycling for them. Roundabout and Autocar are also licking their chops after eating canned cat food. My boyfriend is back home from work.
Is dinner almost done?
I am trying my best to cook dinner as fast as possible on this one little electric burner. There's the... What is this?
Is that shoving?
No, what is in this?
Oh,
the
split
food
pea
you
soup.
cooked.
Split pea soup.
There's the split pea soup that my boyfriend cooked. The last of our rice in there. And a frying pan on the electric burner. And I am cutting up some bell peppers very carefully because I have band-aids on my hand. And I'm going to fry some bell peppers and eggs from our chickens to go with the rest of this food. Eugene, do you want a piece of pepper?
Yeah. Okay, I'm not hungry.
That one piece of pepper made you fall?
No.
Okay. Maybe by the time this is done cooking, you will be hungry. Everyone be quiet. Everyone just fell back to sleep. I'm adding some fish sauce. This kind of fish sauce.
You're not hungry.
Okay. By the time dinner is done, you will probably be hungry.
No. A time of dinner will be done. I'm still not hungry.
Do you want some of that trail mix?
No.
Okay. What are you chewing then? You're not chewing that trail mix while you're saying you're not hungry?
I'm not chewing this ramen.
And why is it open and right next to you?
I don't know. Let me make it cold.
The bell peppers are now cooked, and eggs from our chickens are finally cooking. I like to use glass lids so I can see the food I'm cooking, but also prevent grease from splattering at the same time, especially since I'm cooking in this small area right next to the coffee maker and the clean dishes. The glass lids also prevent hair from my cats from getting into our food. What's in that soup?
Some potatoes, some split peas, some onions, and these really big beef bones.
Right here, Mommy. Daddy gotta sit right here.
Okay.
Mommy, sit right here.
Okay.
And you put your soup right there and put your soup right there. And now no soup for me.
You're still not hungry?
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna eat my
Daddy, I want
food
some milk.
in my room.
Okay. Feels like 50.
Oh yeah.
Well,
My boyfriend is looking at the weather on his phone. It's feeling quite chilly out here, and I really wish we could box in this patio here, at least part way,
this.
so we could smoke outside
I was
without
thinking
being in
about
the direct
boxing
wind.
That one.
I'd like to box in both of them.
At least have it come down more.
Yeah. Like, we could put wood right there, have it come down, box it
Build
in
the
a
other
little bit.
thing on the other side.
Yeah. Earlier today, I got a message saying that PG&E might shut our power down due to high winds. I wasn't too concerned until a few minutes ago when I looked on Facebook and saw that the Humboldt County government had issued a warning that most of Humboldt County is going to have its power turned off at midnight, and it will be off to, like, the entire county for at least 4 days. We are now panicking because we only have electric heaters and do not have a gas heater in my house. And we're panicking because we're going to be freezing cold. We're panicking because my boyfriend lost his really nice headlamp, and Eugene has played with and lost several of our flashlights, and we have no cash and we're worried that we will not be able to use our debit cards. My boyfriend actually lost his debit card in a panic. He accidentally left it somewhere on the day he was harassed by the police, and he is still waiting for his replacement card in the mail. So I am about to leave to go to the store, buy some gas for our generator and some diesel for our car and some emergency food, which will not be able to be cold food. I'm gonna have to get like canned milk or something for our coffee, and probably more coffee. How about canned milk? Do you want the sweetened or unsweetened condensed milk?
Oh man.
I know, right? We drink a lot of coffee, people, as you probably already know. We are panicking right now.
I think it's because the power's out in like some of Eureka or something.
My boyfriend was just explaining before I started recording that his phone is no longer loading because the power is out to the cell phone towers. I didn't even consider that part, not having internet. My internet might not work. I mean, my cable internet, because the place that transmits the internet to us might not have power. I'm going to try to edit and upload this video really, really quickly, people. You may not be seeing a video on my channel for the next few days after this. Let's see if I can get this video online before our power goes out for 4 days. I'm having flashbacks of the time when the police shut off my power because I was growing marijuana and wouldn't let me turn it back on for 2 years. That's why we have the generator. Luckily, we have the generator. I guess that's one positive result of that happening. There were a lot of negative results, including severe damage to my house that we still haven't been able to repair, and financial damage we never recovered from, but at least we got a generator because of that situation that we will now be able to use. I am now going to panically drive to the store. Please don't close the door on me. I'm panicking, and so is he, as you can see. Look at the line for this gas station. Cars are backed up out of the parking lot and into the road. I am now sitting in my car on the side of Central Avenue in McKinleyville, California, in a line of cars waiting to get into the Shell gas station. This situation is going to be a bit more annoying for me because my car is a diesel car and I can only fuel it up at a few pumps at this gas station. I'm pretty sure they don't all have diesel, so when I get up to the front of the line, I'm gonna have to like get out of my car and negotiate with people to move out of my way to allow me to get to the diesel pump. That is, if I don't run out of diesel before then, because as you can see, my car is very low on diesel, and it is a possibility I might run out if I'm sitting here for long enough. Not very likely, but possible. I'm pretty sure the gas light that warns you that you're about to run out does not work in this car. And when I'm sitting at an angle like I am, because I'm like halfway up a ramp to get into this gas station, it also does not display the accurate amount of diesel. I am now at Safeway in McKinleyville, California, and the parking lot is full, probably of people doing emergency shopping. It is 10:03 p.m., about 2 hours before the power is going to get shut off to the entirety of Humboldt County. Let's see what shopping at Safeway is like right now. Look, the shelves have been emptied in the areas where instant soups are sold. People are apparently stocking up on food that they do not have to cook and can just add hot water to. As you can see, the lines are very long. All of the registers are open, and everyone is stocking up on important stuff. As you can see, a lot of batteries are also sold out. Luckily, I just recently bought batteries at a much cheaper store than Safeway. $14.99 for how many batteries? 8 batteries? I found out from another customer that I got some of the last of the gas in McKinleyville, and that the gas station ran out of gas shortly after I left. And so have the other gas stations, apparently.
But they're not even, so they can't sell you anything, like even a soft drink?
I don't know. Not if their cash registers don't have any power. The people at Safeway were saying that the power was going to go out closer to 11:30 than midnight, and they were trying to get all of the employees and customers out of the store by 11:25. There it is, the last of the gasoline in McKinleyville. I didn't drive all the way to Arcata, so I don't know if the gas stations in Arcata are sold out, but I assume they are. Apparently there's still one open that has premium gas. What? I hear screaming. Apparently my boyfriend was screaming because he almost fell. Anyway, I think I got the last of several things at Safeway, including the last of a certain variety of canned cat food, one of the last loaves of the cheap bread. This is the cheapest bread. And yes, I did get canned coffee. I got one of the last 4-packs. I got one of 4-packs of canned coffee that were left on the shelf. It's Starbucks coffee. I didn't see any other type of canned coffee. Me too, but I think they need to be refrigerated, and the Starbucks one doesn't need to be refrigerated. Anyway, I got Starbucks canned coffee and instant coffees and the cheapest brand of regular coffee that you brew in a machine that we will need to run with a generator. This is the cheapest canned cat food at Safeway. It's $1 a can. There were only 9 cans. I wanted to get at least 10 cans, so I bought this can for like $1.25, I think. I don't know. Normally I'd know, but I'm a little bit panicked right now. My boyfriend started to charge everything.
Everything I could find. This one's next, so Eugene can play games on it, and I've got my drill so I can do construction still.
Yeah, he's charging his drills, the Nintendos, our phones, our rechargeable batteries, basically everything.
Yeah.
He did a load of laundry that's waiting to go into the dryer. We have like more than 10 loads of dirty laundry waiting to be washed. Some of it might rot now that we will not be able to wash it. My boyfriend is now looking for the other rechargeable battery, which has apparently gone missing, possibly having fallen into or behind the stove. As you can see, there are only 3. The fact that there are only 3 and not 4 has us panicking. My boyfriend is rolling spliffs, so he won't have to roll them in the dark. And he has found the other set of wireless lights that I bought and never used, as well as several lamps. He has put the extension cord and the power strip going out the window to the generator. There's another flashlight, but I don't think we have batteries for it.
It's broken.
And here is a lamp. We have 2 lamps.
3.
3.
One over there.
Oh yeah, there's a clip-on utility lamp behind me also. We also have a very great work light that we cannot locate.
It's like on the back porch or something.
It's somewhere.
Man.
All of my blankets are dirty. I have been freezing with no bed sheets and just this one blanket with a small electric heater running in my bedroom. So now we are frantically washing laundry, and right now a load of bed sheets is in the laundry machine and soon to be in the dryer, and soon a load of blankets will be washed. It might not be dried because it's 11:30, and it is very unlikely, if the power actually gets cut off at midnight, that my bed sheets will dry in the dryer tonight. The generator definitely can't power the dryer because it uses way too much power. The power is supposed to be shut off at midnight. All of our heaters are plugged in. And I know my floor looks horrible. This is actually subfloor that needs to be replaced. We ripped out the carpet in my room a very long time ago. There's an electric heater. And this electric heater, whoa! My boyfriend just accidentally bumped into me. We're all a little bit frantic, running around here frantically.
But we are going to shut off the power!
Yes, this is the one that is somewhat broken.
That will repair!
We tried to explain to Eugene that we were prepared for the power to be shut off more than many people because we have many extension cords because of our construction and we have the generator. Her diaper's falling off and her outfit's becoming unbuttoned.
Fix your diaper.
That outfit is incredibly hard to button up. It's one of the outfits from Pat Pat. I just carefully put new band-aids on my hand. I had to use some of the band-aids that made me have a skin reaction, and one of the last of the band-aids that didn't make me have a skin reaction to cover the place where it was bleeding from the bad band-aids giving me a skin reaction. Everyone wants to learn how to play the guitar because Eugene's been learning and she's been watching. She seems to already play the guitar better than Eugene. It is 11:55. My boyfriend is going to demonstrate how annoying and difficult this absurd outfit is to button up. You have to fold the buttons inward.
Someone tell me my battery wouldn't have power with a broken house, you know.
Yeah,
Right,
we can have power in a broken house until the power company shuts us off. See that? He's got to fold the buttons in on each other.
So it wasn't my nightmare.
And they're very hard
It
to
was
button
really
up.
in my nightmare.
Eugene's extremely upset
a
that the power is
nightmare.
about to be shut off. I am frantically washing another load of laundry in the laundry machine on the late wash cycle. It's a little bit overloaded, but hopefully it will wash somewhat. It is 12:34 p.m. The power is still on. It was supposed to be turned off to the entirety of Humboldt County at exactly midnight tonight, and it is not off yet. In here, it is not an outhouse, it is actually a dishwasher. As you can see, it has 4 minutes left. So we will see if the power turns off before the dishwasher finishes in 4 minutes.
Is it an outhouse or a dish house?
We were thinking that they were going to turn the power off late, and my boyfriend had just gotten some very frozen swordfish out of the refrigerator, and he was frantically trying to find the ingredients to mix up a batter to fry it in our electric deep fryer when the power suddenly dramatically went out. No, you can't turn on the light. The light is already on. There's no power to the entire county of Humboldt. Every single city.
Power back on?
Yeah, in like 4 days to 7 days. I just found out on Facebook that it might actually be 7 days. So first they said it was going to be a few hours. Then they said it was going to be a few days. Then they said it was going to be a week at least.
Okay, now you did it.
Yes, they did it.
I'm not happy, you know.
You're not happy? I'm not happy either.
But I will yet now.
My boyfriend is starting the generator. Or at least trying to. Did those beads get like knocked down?
Yeah.
Oh no. Was it when you were pulling the generator out?
I don't know.
An animal. Because of also knocking over. I can now turn off the hanging flashlight and plug in the lamps.
Well,
All that's plugged in are these two lamps, and the generator seems to be having problems. What's wrong? He can't hear me or is too busy stressing out, trying to figure out what's wrong with the generator to answer me.
I would do it.
Now Marley's in the dark, just like all of my other cats, because now the entire house has no power.
The tires have no power. Have no power.
Yes, I know you have no power. I'll put a hanging flashlight in your room. My blanket is almost dry. Unfortunately, the laundry in the laundry machine did not finish washing and is sitting in a pool of nasty water. I have placed the hanging flashlight in Eugene's room because he's kind of panicking that there is no power right now.
No power! Thank you.
Yes, I am opening up a new headlamp for Eugene. I have to put batteries in it, Eugene. Put it back on the chair.
Well, thanks for making that for me so I can see.
It is now 11:58 p.m. Eugene is looking outside to see what his daddy is doing. He's trying to start the generator.
Yeah, he's trying to.
Apparently, he just got it started.
Woohoo, Daddy!
Finally. Of course, Tippy's outside meowing, trying to get in as always. All of this is going on.
Whoa. Okay. You don't want power in there.
Despite the fact that the generator sounds like it is running, there is no power coming into my house. Is it off? No, it's not off. Maybe he unplugged it, or maybe it's just not working. What's wrong with it?
It'll start but won't run for long and it won't rev.
Yeah.
When it was running, the lights were flickering for a few minutes before they went out.
It needs some kind of adjustment that I probably can't do in the middle of the night.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, great. So we have no power tonight.
Yep. That's awful. We even got gas. They sold you bad gas at the gas station.
Well, it was like the last of the gas apparently, and after I put the diesel in the car sounded funny when it was running. It could have been the last of the gas and the diesel from the bottom of the tanks with the most contaminants. Who knows?
How could that be the case? They only refill like once a week, and it's not like a week's worth of people went in there. They get busy. I think this is a scam.
They had also gotten rid of a lot of the sales at Safeway and raised the prices on a lot of items.
Yeah. The lawnmower has the same spark plug as the generator. I could take the spark plug out of the lawnmower and put it in the generator and bleed the carburetor on the generator and it might work.
Be very careful washing your hands to not splash any water where the caulking is completely worn away in the front of the sink right here because it drips down and like hits you in the foot. Sorry about the mess in our house, people.
Man, my hands still smell like gasoline.
Mine smell like gasoline too, and I think a little bit splashed in my eye when I was like having extreme difficulty filling those gas cans at the gas station because the pump kept shutting off because it wasn't filling a car, it was filling a gas can. There's my car. Can you see it? And there is the moon. I am standing in the road in front of my house to show you just how very dark it is. Eugene is very excited, a little bit upset, and is running around the yard. Eugene is now going inside because it's cold and he's wearing underwear and socks.
I hear people's generators in the background.
It's so unfortunate that our generator is not working. However, I've been waiting for like an hour or two to smoke this spliff.
I was trying to start up the generator.
Anyway, there is one thing that makes me happy about this situation. What makes me happy is, hang on and I'll tell you.
Jeez, like, turn off your headlamp.
Sorry, not trying to blind you.
You, like, seriously are.
The people responsible for forcing me to live in my house with no power for 2 years because I legally grew medical marijuana, if they still live in Humboldt County, are very likely now living in the same situation that they forced me to live in. They are sitting in their houses without power, and very likely without enough extension cords or batteries or flashlights or headlamps, and possibly without a generator. I hope that sitting in their house without power for a few days gives them some kind of sympathy for the situation they caused me to live in for 2 years, and I hope it actually makes them feel some kind of guilt for causing me to suffer that way for 2 years, which was, by the way, completely illegal for many, many, many reasons. Not just because my medical marijuana was illegal, but because it is illegal to force somebody to live in their house with no power for 2 years and to not allow them to turn it on and to force them to suffer, which they did to me. So I hope that the people who did that to me still live in Humboldt County and they are suffering in the same way that I did.
Alright.
Sorry.
I think they have a generator too.
They might not.
Alright. Hopefully theirs doesn't work if it is.
Yeah. Hopefully. My boyfriend has found and lit some horrible, dirty, nasty candles. What is going on here?
What?
Only one is lit, and there's like nasty junk and fire inside of it, not just the wick.
What is it?
Stay back from it.
Why?
It's dangerous. Of course, these will not be left burning unattended because of my cats. But at least we have a little bit of light in here
Yeah.
for now.
Hey, but the lights are not done. Hey, what are you doing on your phone?
Find some more candles.
I don't know where any more candles are right now,
I
unfortunately. We could put the batteries in those LED lights.
What am I doing?
Eugene is going to play Nintendo while my
Yes.
boyfriend and I finish cooking our dinner outside on the propane burner after being unable to start the generator.
Here.
What video game are you playing, Eugene?
Let's see, Star Wars. Well,
Okay.
but I don't need this anymore.
Okay. And Eugene hasn't just been playing Nintendo all day. He was learning to write on this earlier today. Luckily, though, he does have the Nintendo, so he can play it and be distracted by it while we are doing important things, like trying to start the generator for 2 hours when the power suddenly gets turned off for days to the entire county that we live in. My boyfriend has made some tea for me and Eugene. And the rice,
Are you going to cut open, Dad?
yes he is, that we started cooking
You will
on my
cut
little
open,
electric
Stop.
burner here,
Dad? Sorry.
continued cooking because the burner stays hot for a very long time and is done. We are going to eat it with the leftover pea soup as a late night dinner. And my boyfriend is putting batteries in the electric lights so we can have a little bit more light while we eat dinner, which we will be eating off of this one plate so we can conserve dishes.
I like that color. I just want to stay with that color. I want different colors, you know.
There is
Yeah,
our
that.
dinner
No.
that we will be eating in the dark. Basically. In my house that is starting to get cold
And the
already.
next one is going to be.
How's the food, Adrienne?
cold and kind of nasty because there's big chunks of like cold choky fat in the peas. It's 1:58 in the morning. Food is falling over the floor, getting on our legs because it's too dark to see.
Here you go. Some more white.
Eugene is having fun playing with the lights. He isn't really eating this cold food. I'm kind of eating it. My boyfriend is very hungry after working all day.
Hey, Dad, look.
And all night, basically, he's eating it.
The
And after we eat this, we're gonna
Hey,
go
Dad,
to
can
sleep.
you see it now?
People, if you think
Hey, Dad, look.
that this scene is ridiculous,
Hey, Dad.
actually, I should turn the light off on my phone so you could see how ridiculous it actually is, because this is actually adding light compared to what was going on a second ago. Hang on, people.
Hey,
There you go. If you think this scene is ridiculous,
It's steaming hot compared to this room.
I agree.
No, see it though?
There's steam coming off of the food that was like lukewarm and almost cold because it has gotten so cold in my house without power.
Does that mean there's steam coming off of us?
My family is now eating in the dark past 2 in the morning in the cold and
Yeah.
eating cold food. This is what PG&E is doing to prevent their power lines from starting wildfires. I feel like PG&E is punishing us, or punishing the state of California's government for finding them a large amount of money for causing wildfires last year. They're shutting off everyone's power randomly, suddenly, with very little warning, leaving people in horrible situations like this to punish the state of California for punishing them for starting fires. This is our punishment, people.
Here.
We're suffering the consequences of PG&E getting fined for starting wildfires right now.
are they gonna be fired?
The CEO should be fired. Definitely. He should be punished, not us. This is a little bit ridiculous.
What if you had
And we
a...
can expect it to happen more. They warned that they could do it numerous times. They said there might be power shut off to prevent wildfires in the future. Be prepared. They said that a few months ago, and now it is happening like they said.
What if you
Of
get a
course.
$300 a night hotel? Will you have no power?
Who knows? Maybe the hotel has a generator. As I was saying, we didn't think we'd be affected here because Humboldt County is not very prone to wildfires because it rains heavily here quite often. But apparently the power transformers that bring power here are in an area prone to wildfires that is having high winds like we are. But apparently this is also going on across the state of California right now with numerous counties having their power shut off for days. So as I said, punishment for the fact that they had to pay fines. It is 44 degrees outside right now, and I am walking all the way around my house to unplug the power cord that goes to the refrigerator in the RV, which is the refrigerator we have been using for the last year since my refrigerator was somehow damaged when we went out of town. Sorry, I'm freezing cold and shivering. I will tell you the story in room D here. We came back. Oh my gosh, I'm coughing from how cold it is, to find the refrigerator damaged and unusable. Luckily, we had the refrigerator in the RV. That's what we've been using. I'm constantly walking in a circle around my house, or walking through my house, to put stuff in the fridge or get stuff from the fridge. Anyway, we're afraid we're going to have power surges, so we're unplugging everything before we go to sleep, in case the power comes on for a second and goes off and fries everything, like it has numerous times during other power outages. Boy, it's cold out here, people. I'm like freezing. I hadn't zipped up my jacket because I didn't realize it was 44 degrees, down from the 50 it was earlier until I checked the temperature on my phone when I started shivering as I was walking all the way around my house. Eugene is blowing the candles out for the
Can't reach
night.
that one.
Thank you, Eugene.
Man.
Now take that light into your room. That's your night light. Take one light. Just one. To your room for the night.
Me too.
No, just one.
Me one. And the mo two.
No, we need the remote. Please leave it here.
Fine.
Just take your one light.
Okay, but I can change colors.
I am about to go to sleep. And because I believe that I might get very cold tonight because there is no power in my house and therefore no heat, I am wearing this shirt that says Believe. That is a little bit too tight for me underneath the octopus shirt that I have been wearing all day. And here I have another shirt that I will put on over these clothes if I get too cold. Anyway, I am now getting ready to go to sleep with this blanket made out of synthetic fabric being used as a bed sheet, and this itchy thick wool blanket that Marley's been rolling on that may have cat hair and possibly fleas on it. The power went out before my big thick comforter was fully dry, and therefore I am not going to be able to use it. Anyway, people, I am now very, 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 very tired and about to go to sleep. Please like this video, share this video, watch my other videos, subscribe to my channel, and donate money to me on Patreon and other sites. Good night, people. Bye.